With Strong, so what is your question, my dear?
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I was going to ask if you're all a fan of the genre, sci-fi and fantasy, but you said funny, so I was really racking my brain. And Amanda Tapping was at Starfest just a few months ago, and she told us a lot of really great Christopher Judge farting stories. So I was wondering if you had any Christopher Judge farting stories, or you could answer my first question. She said she had...
I assume that question's to them, because I've got a lot of great Christopher Judge farting stories.
Yeah, she said they left you in a spacesuit that you farted in for lunch one time.
I'm guessing Doug Jones is pretty happy he's not here right now.
Just wondering, maybe you haven't been filming.
They don't know yet. They'll learn.
Are we really ending on a fart question now?
I'm scared, let's just say.
Yeah, let's talk about that spacesuit for a minute. Now, let's take the first part. That sounded a little more noble.
You said funny, that's your fault.
What? Did I say funny?
You did.
Yeah, you're a little funny. You know, I didn't really.
She said you wanted fun questions.
Oh no, any question is a fun question.
No, like, are you guys fans, like, of the genre? Do you like science fiction and fantasy? A few of you have addressed it, but I'm always interested, especially for actors, if you just take roles that come to you, or if you really like being in...
Okay, I would say that without sci-fi, none of us would be here. I mean, we've done a bunch of other genres, but we're very grateful to sci-fi because it's given us fans like yourself and more fans, and the challenges, and there's many different genres within sci-fi where you can go from an absolute Catwoman type of thing to more realistic things. So there's a lot of different acting skills we can use in the different sci-fi shows. So we're cool. Why are you laughing at me? Because I'm talking serious? Because the funny girl's talking serious? Listen, let me just tell you something. We're thrilled to be here. Just let's...
This lovely lady down here at the end has not said anything. I've been teasing her. So
I said I like to touch people, isn't that?
That's when I stopped listening.
You weren't listening, I know.
I didn't hear that part. I missed that.
Yeah. So, well, for those of you who know who I am from Joss Whedon's Dollhouse, I feel very privileged to be a part of that world because I'm a huge Joss Whedon fan, and I actually was before being on the show. I was a legit Tuesday night pizza and ice cream cake Buffy girl. That's what I was wondering if you guys like. So, I mean, I was late to the party, but once I got there, I stayed all night because once you get in, it's fantastic. And so I love Buffy, and when I auditioned for every show he ever did and actually didn't get any part, even a tiny, tiny one, until I got Melly on Dollhouse. So when it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And Joss was completely loving and supportive, and the fan base has been incredible. It makes me cry thinking about it. And I've, you know, our lovely gentleman from Auckland who stepped up earlier. Hi, how are you? You know, that's where I met Vic, actually. I didn't even expect to see him tonight. And it's, the whole community is a family. And that's it. And you're loving and loved and accepted, and it's fun. And then everyone on this panel, you asked if, someone asked earlier if we were geeky about working with somebody. And every time I tell someone, I was like, just look at the cast list. Like, just look at everybody. We have Chekhov, for God's sake, you know? I mean, we're legit. It's awesome. And everybody up here is wonderful. And Adrienne, my darling girl over there, she's the one that brought me on board. And we met at a con. We've never actually worked together. We just met at a con in Baltimore 100 years ago and got along. And everyone up here is really, really sweet and really professional and loves what they do. And that's why everything you see up here is totally genuine, because we're really happy to work. We're really happy to work on the show and with each other. The end.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think sci-fi fans are the best. The fans. Sci-fi fans are the best. I mean, you know, you go to conventions, you see somebody who like did one role in a good sci-fi thing, and they're beloved, and they can ride that role, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm talking about. They can own that role and be loved and recognized and embraced by the sci-fi fans for years and years to come. And I think only sci-fi really does that. It's a
It
magical
attracts
medium.
it attracts a kind of people to it that we only kind of imagine. Everyone at I love, if I could crawl into a brig and be like a stowaway on a spaceship right now, I would do that. I don't have to be the captain of a starship. And the people who are at the Comic-Cons, like what Vic was saying, are a completely different breed of people. I meet these people every day when we're signing. You guys are amazing. I have met hundreds of thousands of you over the past few years, and I've never met a Comic-Con douchebag. Ever.
Isn't that it's true.
They're
It's
all
true.
nice. They're a bit weird sometimes.
There's some, you know what?
They're very quirky, but they're always nice.
You know what?
and
So
interesting.
many people think that they're going to somehow be made fun of if they kind of come out and say, "I love this show or this sci-fi, or I'm a nerd for this." But as soon as they do, they find that there are a dozen people around them that love all the same things, and that's how something like this has grown to 100,000, attendees. Because, and how wonderful is it to come someplace for one weekend and be surrounded by 100,000 people who all love the things you love. It's a great image of how great the world could be if people just found the things they enjoyed, and shared what they had in common,